First, we will have another fiscal financial crisis. That's inevitable. Our history teaches that we have one every decade or two anyway. This time, though, the debt is so high that we will face one sooner rather than later, and it will be a serious crisis. Second, I suggested that the impact could require a serious reduction in federal spending. That would be the responsible approach. Responsible does not mean painless, though. Lower spending and higher interest rates will challenge our economy in major ways. Third, we might see a substantial increase in taxation. The government will continue to pay for things but charge you extra for it. Taxes would have to more than double from current levels just to make up for the increased interest. The fourth impact I listed included out-of-the-box ideas and circumstance-altering threats. This is a big one because there may be opportunities to alter course, but there are also serious threats that we will have to look out for. One of those is a massive cyber attack that would freeze the financial system. We're clearly vulnerable to a cyber attack. In fact, I've been talking about this for years and early on mentioned a cyber Pearl Harbor in a private report to then Secretary of Defense Leon Panetta. I knew his neighbor who handed my research to him through the fence at his ranch. Google it. Look up Leon Panetta and cyber Pearl Harbor, and you'll see that my message did get through. Here's a 2012 article in the New York Times about the first time he used the term. He says, Panetta warns of dire threat of cyber attack on U.S. That's October 2012. Defense Secretary Panetta warned Thursday that the United States was facing the possibility of a cyber Pearl Harbor. Look it, read it, it's right there. Why is it important? Two reasons. First, a financial crisis is inevitable and it will invite cyber attacks. My first book on economic warfare, which made the New York Times bestseller list, was titled Secret Weapon: How Financial Terrorism Took Down the U.S. Stock Market and Why It Could Happen Again. The whole story is about how foreign actors took advantage when we were vulnerable during a financial crisis in 2008. A good hunter knows that you wait for the prey to be in your sights before you start shooting. The coming financial crisis will clearly make us an easy target. The second point is equally important. When a serious crisis comes, domestic enemies are ready to use it to usher in their agenda. Remember, it was Obama's chief of staff, Rahm Emanuel, who said, never let a serious crisis go to waste. Anyone who watched the government force us into lockdowns, masks, and mandates knows that a crisis is the opportunity for a power grab. That means that we'll be facing more than one enemy during the financial crisis. This isn't new. We face the CCP coronavirus and also power-hungry politicians in the pandemic. This time, we will likely face three: the financial crisis, a foreign cyber attack, and the power-hungry elitists who want to control you and everyone else. It's the third enemy that's the most dangerous. This is the plan for the next phase of the Great Reset. It will be for all the marbles. It's how we get from where we are and where the World Economic Forum says in 10 years you'll own nothing and like it, and how America will no longer be a superpower, just one nation among many.